Hey everyone, I'm Joe, and I'm an IT specialist here at Nagios. And in today's video, I'll be talking about administering Nagios Log Server version R2 with snapshots and maintenance. Snapshots in Nagios Log Server version R2 prevent data loss by creating restore points, while maintenance optimizes performance, manage disk space, and manage repositories. Together, they ensure system stability. Come on, let's dive right into today's tutorial. In order to find the snapshot and maintenance settings, we can head to the admin on the left-hand side. Under System, we can click on Snapshots and Maintenance. Snapshots provide an extra layer of data security by saving daily log data to a separate file system, which may or may not be a local file system. The first option, which is Delete audit log entries older than, can be configured to delete entries older than a certain date. If you have the number at 0, it won't delete any audit log entries. But if you add it to any other number, it will. The next box is Delete alert history older than. This will delete any alerts that are in our alert settings older than a certain date, similar to the box above. If you put the number at 0, it disables it and will not delete anything. Our next box optimizes search settings for new indexes that are no longer taking new logs. The default setting is 2 days. You can disable the setting by putting a 0. Keep in mind that you will want to optimize your indexes, and in most cases, the default setting is the most efficient setting to stay with. So I'm going to keep mine at 2. The next option speeds up searches by closing indexes to searching. The index still exists, but is not held open. You can disable the setting by entering a 0 as well. Our next setting is delete indexes older than a certain date. This does not affect search speed, but does give the option to users to have some control over local storage requirements. It is possible to delete both indexes from local storage and retain network copies of previous indexes through snapshots. Let's talk more about snapshots. Snapshots are ideally stored in repository locations external to the Nagios Log Server cluster, and you must set these up in both locations additionally for snapshots to work. For example, if you have a 2-node cluster, you'd have to set up the repository on both nodes for snapshots to work. Once you have created the repository, we can click on Create Repository up here on the top right. The first thing it wants you to do is add in a repository name. This is where you choose a name for your repository. It can be anything you want. I'm just calling mine Test1. Beneath that, we can choose our repository location. After you choose your location, you can click on Add Repository. After you choose your repository in the location you want it to be stored in, the next step you want to do is choose Repository to store snapshots in. I'm going to change mine to the one I just added. Our next setting is delete snapshots older than. We can set the number of days we want to keep the snapshot in our repository. The default is 720 days, which is what we usually recommend if you have enough storage space to keep your data that long. When you're all configured with these settings, we can click on Save Settings. When you have a repository that has been receiving snapshots for some time, it will display on the Snapshots tab. Since I just added my repository, there currently are no snapshots on my end. And that's it. I hope everyone was able to follow along today's video very smoothly and gather the necessary information needed. If you need any more support and/or additional assistance, you can visit us at support.nagios.com. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment any more videos you'd like to see regarding Nagios products. Thanks for watching and happy monitoring.